I am divorcing my wife after finding out that my son is not mine. A couple of weeks ago, I discovered that my wife cheated on me 6 years ago. I found out through her sister, who, during a visit, broke down and confessed that my wife had admitted to sleeping with her best friend while drunk. She claimed my wife was deeply remorseful at the time. After hearing this, I was with my son and immediately decided to take a paternity test, fearing the worst. A week later, the results confirmed my fears. The boy wasn't mine. From that moment, I began to see him differently, more as an acquaintance than as my son. With the proof in hand, I confronted my wife one night after the child was asleep. She asked who had told me, but I refused to answer, knowing she'd eventually figure out it was her sister. That wasn't my concern anymore. I told her I wanted a divorce. She was devastated, swearing over and over that she had been faithful since that one mistake and blaming the alcohol rather than taking full responsibility. I held back my anger and avoided insulting her to keep things smooth during the divorce process. Things escalated when she threatened to demand full custody of the child. I was so frustrated that I told her I didn't want anything to do with what wasn't mine. I said she could keep the child and I'd keep the dogs. Despite her attempts to convince me to stay involved, claiming I was still the boy's father, I lost my temper and yelled at her to take her child and leave. Follow for part 2.